and of course all of you kids at heart as well might be listening, please feel free to comment down below and interact, or you can even react to the story, to what's happening in the story. Alright, if you want, maybe you can also record your reactions to the story. If you're shocked, you can record yourself being shocked, or you can take a picture of yourself being super shocked or scared, or you can record yourself laughing if you find something funny. Alright, and of course, if you do have pictures and videos, we would really appreciate if you would upload them on different social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, or wherever you like. But of course, don't forget to use the hashtags, hashtag TinyTowniesCreate and hashtag MakeBelieveAtHome. Okay, does that sound good? Yes? Okay, but of course, before we begin this session, we have 3 special rules. Can you all say 3 special rules? 3 special rules. All right, rule number 1. Rule number 1 is to explore. So this is your time to really explore and let your imagination run wild while I'm telling the story. You can act some scenes out, you can sing along, or if you can even make your own movements. All right, and rule number 2. Can we all say rule number 2? Rule number 2 is to keep creating. And of course, since we're only using the internet for now, right, the signal sometimes can get a bit wonky, or I might disappear completely, it might turn black, or I might freeze. That's okay, because we'll keep going and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, I'll get back to you right away. Right? Rule number 3. Can we all say rule number 3? Our special rule number 3 is the most important rule of all. It's the most important rule of all, and it's my favorite, and I think it's your favorite too. It is to have fun. Okay, rule number 3 is to have fun. It is the most important rule of all. Okay, the story we'll be reading today is the story of the Lion King. Kids, have you all heard of the story Lion King? Yes, the very, very famous lion? Alright, I think you all have heard of this story, okay? But of course, before we begin any storytelling session or any activity, we would like to sing. We like to sing our favorite song with for my friends at Make Believe Productions. Okay, do you all know this song, kids? That's right, it's the Magic of Stories. Okay, so for those of you, if it's your first time to join our storytelling session, that's okay, because our moves for the song Magic of Stories are very simple, so you can follow along. Alright, I'll be dancing along with all of you. Okay? Alright. Let's start the song. Can you all clap your hands like this? Don't forget to put a smile on your face.
Have you traveled to Crystal Sea? Ran on rainbows and swung through trees.
All you need is to find the key. Read a book, you'll see.
There are worlds that the eyes can't see, with furry monsters and kings and queens.
Where you play chess with a centipede. It's possible, you see.
Stories.
With the magic of stories, you can be anything you want to be. Climb a mountain, swim the seas, find a treasure, come with me. You can
our story, I'll be teaching you a song. Are you excited, kids? I'll be teaching you a song called Walking in the Jungle. Alright, so since today our story is The Lion King, we'll be exploring the jungle and of course also the savannah. Okay? Right, so of course I'll be teaching you some movements to this song. And I hope you all can follow with me at home. Alright, first, can you all see teacher? Okay, can we all start walking in place like this? Walk, 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 walk. Okay, good job. Next, can you show me how you stomp your feet? Stomp, 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 stomp your feet. Okay, and then can you jump, 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 jump around, everyone, jump around. Okay, good job. All right, now can you show me how you skip? Skip. If you want, you can skip in place or you can skip around like this. All right, but you can skip in place too if you like. Okay. Okay. Good job. Oh, hello, Anya. Thank you for joining us today. We have more people joining us. That's very exciting. All right, so since I taught you already all of those movements, I think it's time that we sing the song, okay? All right.
Let's take a walk in the jungle. Walking in the jungle, walking in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. Walking in the jungle, walking in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. One step, two steps, three steps forward. One step, two steps, three steps back. Stop. Listen.
What animal goes ribbit?
What's that?
Comment down below. Ribbit, ribbit.
It's a frog.
We're not afraid.
Let's jump.
Stomping in the jungle, stomping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. Stomping in the jungle, stomping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. One step, two steps, three steps forward. One step, two steps, three steps back.
Stop. Listen. What's that?
It's a monkey. We're not afraid. Let's jump. Jumping in the jungle, jumping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. Jumping in the jungle, jumping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. One step, two steps, three steps forward. One step, two steps, three steps back. Stop. Listen. What's that?
It's a toucan.
We're not afraid.
Let's skip.
Skipping in the jungle, skipping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. Skipping in the jungle, skipping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. One step, two steps, three steps forward. One step, two steps, three steps back.
Stop. Listen. What's that?
It's a tiger. Run!
Okay. Good job, everyone. I hope you had fun. But of course, if you're tired, you can breathe a bit. Inhale and exhale. and you can have a drink of water if you want to, okay? So, of course, we'll begin with our story, okay? Are you all ready, kids? Are you all ready to hear the story of the Lion King? All right. What are the first 4 words that we say before we begin a story? It's once upon a... That's right, it's once upon a time. Once upon a time, it was a very important day in the Pride Lands. All the animals that lived there came from far and wide to celebrate the birth of King Mufasa's son. Rafiki, the wise old mystic, made a special mark on the new prince Simba's head. Mufasa and Queen Sarabi, Simba's mother, looked on with pride. Then Rafiki held the cub high at the edge of Pride Rock. Okay, kids, so can you all get a stuffed toy? You can get any stuffed toy you want. Right now I have my teddy bear with me. Okay, and can we pretend that we're Rafiki, the wise mystic? We're Rafiki. Okay, can you all pose like Rafiki? Like this? Can you show teacher? Can you take a picture or a video? Okay, so let's pretend we're Rafiki and this is Simba. Okay, can we lift Simba like this, like Rafiki? And let's sing the song. Na tiganya bagariti bala Okay? Teacher doesn't really memorize the whole song, but okay, that's okay, right? Alright. Then Rafiki held the cub high at the edge of Pride Rock so that all the animals gathered below could see their future king. The animals cheered for Simba as he looked around bewildered. Then they all fell silent and bowed to show their respect for him. There is Rafiki lifting Simba up. Okay? Alright, so since all the animals cheered for Simba, can you all cheer? Okay, make an animal sound. If you want to be a frog, say ribbit, 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 ribbit. It's like you're cheering for Simba, but you're saying ribbit, 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 ribbit. Or if you're a horse, you can say neigh. Or an elephant, meow. Or of course, a lion. Can you all roar? Can you all say roar? One more time, roar! Okay, good job. Mufasa's brother, Scar, was the only one missing from the ceremony. King Mufasa went to speak to his brother. Sarabi and I didn't see you at the presentation of Simba, said Mufasa when he reached Scar's cave. That was today, Scar said in mock innocence. Must have slipped my mind. Yes. Yes, well, as slippery as your mind is, as the king's brother, you should have been first in line, said Zazu, Mufasa's Mahodomo. I was first in line until that little hairball was born, replied Scar. That hairball is my son and your future king, said Mufasa angrily. Mufasa knew that Scar was smoldering with jealousy and anger because the young Prince Simba had taken his place as next in line to be king. What am I going to do with him? Worried Mufasa. So there is Scar. That's Scar's cave. All right? Okay. When Simba was a little older, Mufasa led him to the top of Pride Rock one morning at dawn. Everything the light touches is our kingdom, he explained.
One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
What about that shadowy place? Asked Simba, looking into the distance.
That's beyond our borders. You must never go there, Simba.
Kids, can we all say, you must never go there, Simba? You must never go there, Simba. But I thought a king can do whatever he wants, Simba said.
There's more to being king than getting your way all the time,
his father replied. So can you see, kids? Simba was very shocked that one day he was going to own all that land. Can we all pretend to be Simba and act shocked and bewildered? Let's be shocked, kids. Can you show me all your shocked faces? Okay. Mufasa tried to explain to Simba what being king was all about.
Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance. As king, you need to understand that balance and respect all the creatures, Mufasa said. We are all connected in a great circle of life. But then the news of invading hyenas arrived, and Mufasa had to leave Simba alone. Later that day, Scar told Simba what that shadowy place was. Only the bravest lions go there, he said slyly. An elephant graveyard is no place for a young prince.
Whoa, Simba said. Of course, the young lion couldn't resist proving how brave he was, so he ran to get his best friend Nala. Here is Simba, really wanting to prove how brave he is. Come on, said Simba. I just heard about this great place. The two cubs soon escaped the watchful eyes of Zazu, who was supposed to babysit them. They headed for the shadowy place. Suddenly, they came upon an enormous hollow-eyed skull. This is it, Simba announced. Whoa, Nala said. It's really creepy. I know, Simba replied. Let's go check it out. He was about to climb into one of the huge eye sockets when Zazu caught up to them. We're way beyond the boundary of the Pride Lands, he said. We are all in very real danger. I laugh in the face of danger, exclaimed Simba. Ha 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 ha! Can you all pretend we're like Simba? Can you all say, ha 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 ha? Okay. Ha ha! Answered the elephant skull. Suddenly, 3 hyenas appeared. They were not pleased. They were not pleased that Simba and his friends had trespassed into their territory. They laughed their evil laugh before circling the threesome. Kids, did you know hyenas are known for their laughs? Okay, can you all copy me? Can you all laugh like hyenas? Can you all do it? Good job. Okay, don't forget to record yourselves laughing like hyenas or taking pictures of yourselves laughing like hyenas. All right, so there is Simba and Nala entering the elephant's skull. All right, and there are the mean hyenas as they caught up with the 3 friends. Okay, what happens next? Zazu suggested that it was a good time to leave. Kids, do you think it was a good time to leave for them? Yes, I think so too. They should have left right away. What's the hurry? Shenzi, one of the hyenas, said. We'd love you to stick around for dinner. Yeah, Banzai added. We could have whatever's lying around. Get it? Whatever's lying around. The hyenas rolled on the ground with laughter. They loved a good pun. Okay, kids, can I hear you laugh again like hyenas? Good job, everyone. They kept coming up with new ones until they realized that their dinner was silently tiptoeing away. The hyenas caught Zazu by the tail when the trio was making its escape. Simba returned to try to rescue the bird. He growled his most vicious growl at the hyenas. "Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?" he shouted. When Shenzi went after Nala, Simba scratched the hyena on the nose. The hyenas chased Simba and Nala into the rib cage of an old carcass, which snapped closed, trapping them inside like the bars of a jail. Oh no, kids, can we all say, "Oh no! Oh no!" As the hyenas creeped towards the trapped lion cubs, they chuckled softly. Their long, sharp teeth gleamed into the dim light. Just when Simba and Nala were sure all hope was lost, a huge paw slammed at Shenzi, knocking her down and sending the other hyenas flying. It was Mufasa, and he had arrived just in time. The hyenas were no match for him. Can we all say, "You go, Mufasa! You go, Lion King!"
"If you ever come near my son again," the Lion King roared.
The beaten hyenas fled with their tails between their legs.
"Zazu," Mufasa ordered, "take Nala home. I've got to teach my son a lesson."
When they were all alone, he continued,
"Simba, I am very disappointed in you."
Can you see the pictures, kids? This was when Mufasa has already defeated all of the hyenas. Simba tried to explain his behavior. "I was just trying to be brave like you."
"Simba, being brave doesn't mean you go looking for trouble," Mufasa said.
"But you're not scared of anything," Simba insisted.
"I was today," his father said. "I thought I might lose you."
The Lion King and his prince looked up at the stars. Okay, kids, can you all look up at the stars? Like the Lion King and his prince. Look up at the stars. Okay, good job.
"The great kings of the past looked down on us from those stars," Mufasa said. "Those kings will always be there to guide you, and so will I."
Mufasa didn't realize that his own brother Scar was plotting to harm him and his son in order to take the throne. The next day, Scar led Simba into a steep gorge, telling him that Mufasa had a surprise for him. Kids, do you think Mufasa really had a surprise for Simba? Do you think Scar was telling the truth? Comment down below if you think Scar was telling the truth. Alright. The next day, Scar led Simba into a steep gorge, telling him that Mufasa had a surprise for him. He left his nephew there, then signaled to the hyenas, who started a stampede of wildebeests through the gorge. Okay, kids, can you all pretend that you're all animals and let's all make a stampede. Go, run, make a stampede, run around. If you're an elephant, run like an animal, run like an elephant like this. Stampede. Okay, if you want to be a horse, you can be a horse too. You can gallop. Make a stampede. Okay, good job, everyone. So here is what happened to Simba when the stampede happened. Oh no. Hello, Michael Ray and Giovanni Joaquin. Thank you for joining us today. You still caught the story. It's the Lion King. Okay? As Simba hung onto a tree for dear life, Scar yelled to Mufasa, "Quick! Stampede! In the gorge! Simba's down there!" Mufasa leaped into the gorge and snatched the cub out of the path of the deadly hooves. He set Simba safely on a rocky ledge. But then the rock crumbled under Mufasa's paws and he fell into the herd of wildebeests. Mufasa was badly injured. Gathering all of his strength, he tried to crawl back out of the gorge. As he got near the top, he saw Scar waiting for him on the ledge. "Brother, help me," Mufasa begged. Scar leaned down towards Mufasa. He pulled his brother close and whispered, "Long live the king." Then Scar let go of Mufasa and he fell into the stampeding herd. The cub raced into the gorge calling for his father, but when Simba finally reached Mufasa, the great Lion King was dead. While Simba grieved, Scar suddenly appeared out of the dust. "Simba," he said, "what have you done?" "He tried to save me," Simba answered. "It was an accident. I didn't mean for it to happen." Kids, do you believe that Simba didn't mean for it to happen? Do you believe that it was truly an accident, or do you think it was really Scar's fault? Comment down below what you think. All right. "The king is dead," Scar said. "If it weren't for you, he'd still be alive." "What am I gonna do?" Simba sobbed. "What am I gonna do?" "Run away, Simba. Run away and never return," Scar told him. Confused and heartbroken, Simba began to run, but he soon realized that the hyenas were following him. They chased the cub all the way to the edge of a plateau. There was only one way out. Simba leaped off the cliff into a tangle of thorns. The hyenas were afraid of getting hurt in the thorns. Instead of following Simba, they shouted, "If you ever come back, we'll kill ya!" Can you see Simba there, kids? With Mufasa and Simba gone, Scar was now the ruler of the Pride Lands. On his way to the top of Pride Rock to announce himself king, Scar made an announcement to the lions gathered below. "Mufasa's death is a terrible tragedy, but to lose Simba, who had barely began to live, for me, it is a deep personal loss." Do you believe that Scar really feels bad, kids? Do you believe that Scar actually is sad that Simba and Mufasa are gone? Comment down below what you think. Sarabi, Nala, and the other lionesses began to mourn. "It is with a heavy heart," Scar continued, "that I assume the throne." Kids, can we all say, "No! No!" Okay, good job. The wise Rafiki watched from a distance, shaking his head in disbelief. Can we all pretend to be Rafiki again? Can we all pretend to be Rafiki? Can you all go like this? And go like this, shake your heads in disbelief. Okay. What happens next? Let's see what happens next.
Meanwhile, injured and exhausted, Simba stumbled across the hot African desert. Vultures circled above him. Finally, unable to go any further, he fainted. When he awoke, a meerkat and a warthog were standing over him. They had pulled him to an oasis and splashed water on him. So here is Simba. Can you see Simba? Simba fainted. "You okay, kid?" asked the meerkat. "You nearly died," said the warthog. "Where are you from?" the meerkat asked. "Who cares?" Simba said quietly. "I can't go back." "Ah, you're an outcast!" cried the meerkat. "So are we!" Timon the meerkat and Pumbaa the warthog tried to encourage their new friend. "You gotta put your past behind ya," they told Simba. Hakuna Matata. Can you all say it with me, kids? Hakuna Matata. Comment down below. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Okay. So here is their first meeting. Simba first met Timon and Pumbaa. Right. Simba followed Timon and Pumbaa to their jungle home. He soon adapted to their diet of bugs and grubs as well as their easygoing lifestyle. Time passed and Simba grew into a young lion. He was happy except when he thought about his father. One day he heard his friends cry out for help. He found Pumbaa stuck under a tree root while a hungry lioness approached him. Simba quickly leaped into action and pounced on her. As the lions tussled, Timon and Pumbaa a blow-by-blow account. Timon gave Pumbaa a blow-by-blow account. "Get her! Bite her head! Go for the juggler!" Timon cried. The lioness had Simba pinned to the ground when she suddenly paused. She and Simba looked into each other's eyes. Okay, kids, can you all get your stuffed animal and pretend it's Simba or Nala or whoever you want to be? So Simba looked at Nala and said, "Nala? It's me, Simba." Nala was delighted to find her childhood friend. Simba introduced everyone, but Nala could not stop staring at him. "Everyone thinks you're dead," she said. "They do?" Simba asked. "Yes," she replied. "Scar told us about the stampede." "What else did he tell you?" Simba asked warily. "What else matters? You're alive, and that means you're the king." Kids, can we all say, "Simba, you're the king"? Simba, you're the king. King? Timon and Pumbaa looked at each other in shock. King? King? Simba and Nala went off into the forest to talk. Nala told Simba all about Scar. Simba, he let the hyenas take over the Pride Lands. Nala said, "Everything's destroyed. There's no food, no water. If you don't do something soon, everyone will starve." Okay. You know, this part is when they started singing, "Can you feel the love tonight?" Get your stuffed toys. "The peace the evening brings. He's holding back, he's hiding,
and what I can't decide. Alright, you can continue singing the song if you want while I'm telling the story. You can record yourself and upload it online. Simba hung his head and replied,
I can't go back.
Nala could not understand why Simba would not help the pride. What's happened to you? She asked. You're not the Simba I remember. Can we all pretend to cry like Nala? You're not the Simba I remember. Who are you? Listen, he said angrily. You think you can just show up and tell me how to live my life? You don't even know what I've been through. See, this is Simba and Nala having a little serious talk. Okay. That night, Simba was still thinking about his decision when an old baboon appeared. Kids, who was that old baboon? Who was the old baboon, kids? That's right. It's Rafiki. It was wise Rafiki. He told Simba that he could help him understand who he was and what he should do. Can we all pretend again that we are just like Rafiki? Kids, I think by now you all know the pose of Rafiki. Very zen Rafiki. Okay, good job. I think you're all doing very well acting like Rafiki. I know your father, Rafiki said. I hate to tell you this, but he died a long time ago, Simba replied. Nope, wrong again. He's alive, the baboon said. Kids, did you hear that? Mufasa's alive? I will show him to you. He led Simba to a pool of water and pointed to Simba's reflection. A breeze rippled the water and Simba saw his father's face. You see? He lives in you. Oh, kids, you know you can also get a mirror and look at the mirror and you will see a king or a queen. Because you're all kings and queens, right, kids? Okay. Then Simba heard a familiar voice calling his name. He looked up at the stars and saw Mufasa's image. You are more than what you have become, Mufasa said. You must take your place in the circle of life. How can I go back? Simba replied. I'm not who I used to be. Remember who you are. You are my son and the one true king, Mufasa's answer echoed in the still night. Remember. Okay, kids, can we all say to Simba, Simba, remember who you are. Remember who you are, Simba. You are king. Then his father's image disappeared and Simba was all alone. There's Simba with Rafiki and there's Mufasa's image. Let's see what happens next. Simba finally made up his mind to return home. As he crossed into his kingdom, he saw a devastation everywhere. The great herds were gone. The grasslands were dead. Tala, Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa soon caught up to Simba. When they saw some hyenas, Timon and Pumbaa distracted them while Simba and Nala headed for the Pride Rock. Meanwhile, at Pride Rock, the hyenas complained to Scar that the lionesses had not brought them any food for days. Scar, there is no food. The herds have moved on, Sarabi explained. I used the wrong voice, kids. I'll do that again. Scar, there is no food. The herds have moved on, Sarabi explained. Their only hope was to leave Pride Rock.
We're not going anywhere, Scar growled. Then you have sentenced us to death, Sarabi replied. So be it, Scar said. I am the king. I can do whatever I want. Kids, can we all say, no, you are not, Scar. You are not the king. You are not the king, Scar. Okay. If you were half the king Mufasa was, Sarabi began. But the mere mention of Mufasa's name enraged Scar. Can you see the pictures, kids? There you go. So when Simba returned to the Pride Lands, look, everything was dried up. Everything was dead. As Scar roared at Sarabi, he looked up and saw a great lion outlined against a blaze of lightning. At first, Scar thought that he was seeing Mufasa's ghost, but Sarabi recognized her son. Simba! She cried. Step down, Scar, Simba said. But Scar wasn't ready to give up. If it weren't for you, Mufasa would still be alive. It's your fault he's dead, Scar said slyly. Tell me it's not true, cried Sarabi. Tell me it's not true. Scar and the hyenas quickly surrounded Simba. They forced him right off the edge of a cliff. Simba held on for dear life. Scar looked down at Simba. Now this looks familiar, he sneered. Where have I seen this before? Oh yes, this is just the way your father looked before he died. I killed Mufasa. Now that Simba finally knew the truth about his father's death, his anger gave him strength and he leaped towards his uncle. All right, kids, can you all get your stuffed toys again? And pretend this is Scar and you're Simba? So he leaped towards his uncle. And he pulled him. Pretend you're fighting with Scar. But be careful, kids. We're only acting, okay? We're nice to our stuffed toys, okay? Scar roared at the hyenas for help. But Simba had friends too. Nala and the other lionesses, as well as Timon and Pumbaa, attacked the hyenas. Scar took advantage of the confusion to sneak away. He didn't get far though, because Simba spotted his uncle at the edge of Pride Rock and cornered him. Scar begged for mercy. It's the hyenas who are the real enemy. It's the hyenas who are the real enemy, he said. It was their fault. It was their idea. Little did Scar know that the hyenas overheard his betrayal. But Simba didn't believe his uncle. He repeated the advice that Scar had given him years before. Run away, Scar, and never return. Kids, can we all say, run away, Scar, and never return? Can we all say it again? Never return, Scar, run away. Scar lunged at Simba. When Simba moved out of the way, Scar fell over the edge of the cliff. Simba could hear the sounds of hungry hyenas drifting up from the gorge, revealing his uncle's awful fate. So there, kids, can you see Scar fell off the cliff already? And there is Simba fighting the hyenas. And look, so was Timon and Pumbaa. As rain began to fall, Simba stood at the edge of Pride Rock and roared triumphantly. Kids, can we all roar again like mighty lions, like the Lion King? Roar! Can you hear all of you say roar? Roar! Don't forget to record yourselves roaring. I want to hear all of you roar. The lionesses roared back with joy. The rest of the hyenas fled and were never seen again. Soon, under the wise and brave Simba, the Pride Lands flourished. The herd returned to graze. The grasslands grew back, and food was plentiful again. Not long afterwards, the animals gathered once more to celebrate the birth of the king's cub. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all. Okay, kids, do you all know that song? If you all know that song, maybe you can sing along and sing the song once again. Even after the story, you can record yourself singing the song. Simba and Nala watched proudly as Rafiki held their new cub high over Pride Rock. Kids, let's all be the wise Rafiki again. Get your stuffed toys, everyone. Okay, and let's hug like this. Pretend we have clay and put it on the cub of Simba. Okay, you can't see it because it's just imaginary. That's okay. So pretend this is the cub of Simba and go like this again, like Rafiki. The mighty cub of Simba is born. Okay. Simba remembered his father telling him, a king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day the sun will set on my time here and rise with you as the new leader, new ruler. Simba would someday pass these same words on to his own cub, and the circle of life would continue. Here is the cub of Nala and Simba. Isn't he cute, kids? He's going to be the future king. Can I use my baby nephew as Simba instead? Sure, you can lift anything you want and sing. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all. All right, kids? Okay, what are the two words that end the story? The end. Okay, good job, everyone. Did you enjoy the story? Yes? Did you all enjoy the story? Can you comment down below your favorite parts of the story? Okay. I hope I see videos and pictures of all of you holding your stuffed toys the way Rafiki held Simba and the cub of Simba. Okay, or maybe I would also like to see videos and pictures. We would like to see videos and pictures of you guys posing like Rafiki. Very zen like Rafiki, right? Or roaring, roar. All right. I hope you all had a lot of fun. And I hope you all also know the songs of The Lion King, because then if you'd like to watch this story again, maybe you could play the music with you, or maybe you can sing the music as well. You can sing the songs while you're watching it for the second time, if you choose to. Okay? All right. Kids, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you all had fun. I hope you had just as much fun as I did. Okay, please look out for more fun activities here on the Ayala Alabang Town Center Facebook page here on Facebook. Of course, we have more activities in line for all of you. We would love for you to join us on Wednesday for animal print art making with Teacher Nini. And on Friday, we'll be also learning how to make animal print sugar cookies. That sounds super delicious, right, kids? With Teacher Ria. And of course, with that activity, there will also be a short sing-along. So maybe while you're baking cookies, you'll be singing songs. What do you think, kids? Either way, it sounds like a very fun activity, and I hope we all see you there as well. We have more surprises in store for you too in the weeks to come, so we are very, very excited, and we hope that you all tune in for all of that. And of course,
Like I'm always saying, if you have pictures, if you have videos of yourselves reenacting anything that I was saying in the story, or maybe your reactions as well in the story, if you upload them on Facebook or on Instagram, please use the hashtags #TinyTowniesCreate and #MakeBelieveAtHome. And yes, don't forget to click going on the Spark Sessions event page so you can see all the updates and announcements, and of course follow the Ayala Alabang Town Center page here on Facebook, and of course on Instagram as well. If you want to see more magic and if you want to seek for more magic, follow Make Believe Productions on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and of course now we have TikTok as well. Okay, once again, this has been Teacher Monica on behalf of Make Believe Productions and Ayala Alabang Town Center. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Hello to Fonzie and Wax. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you all had fun. Bye!